People YouTube, and it's me, the Malik Aaron. Let's just cut right to the chase. We'll be speeding through videos, at least this week's videos. Again, I know it seems to be a theme, but that Royal Rumble took a lot out of me. I mean, that was brutal. It took me well over an hour to do that. I barely took any breaks during that, so mainly an hour filming that. So yeah, I was very worn out, and so I had to wait till today to get to these reviews. I'm gonna have to speed through them. And also, I did see Thor Ragnarok, and I will talk. You know what? We must talk about Thor Ragnarok right now while we're at it. While we're reviewing, it's just another one of these. We're reviewing the third one, but let's get to more important matters. Thor Ragnarok. Now, the Thor movies have not been, they've been good, but they haven't been like next level good. It's not like a Winter Soldier or Guardians of the Galaxy, Nothing like next level. This one, it changed up everything about Thor. It changed everything we know about Thor. It's all colorful and whatnot. It's just so different, and that's why I really love it. So, if you have seen the trailers, the story is that Thor, he's in Asgard doing his thing, and then Hela, played by Cate Blanchett, she's the villain. She comes in to reclaim the throne because she is Thor's sister. Spoiler alert. Sorry. But, yeah, she breaks his hammer. Like glass. Just breaks. Boom. And everybody thought Vision holding the hammer was impressive. So, she sends Thor away into, another planet, I think. Yeah, another planet. Another realm, as I like to say. And, yeah, he's in this weird planet. It's run by the Grand Master, played by Jeff Goldblum. And, he has a little assistant, Valkyrie, played by Tessa Thompson, and whatnot. And so he's thrown to a battle, like a gladiatorial battle, similar to Planet Hulk, because here's the thing about Hulk. We can't get a Hulk movie because legal reasons, because Universal technically has the rights to make a Hulk movie, but Disney has the rights to feature Hulk in their movies. They can't make a Hulk movie, but Universal can, and it's just a big old... This is the best we got. So all you people being like, we demand a Hulk movie. Well, you got to stick with this. It sucks, I know, but it is what it is, sadly. So yeah, it takes a bit of elements from Planet Hulk, a lot more than I thought it would. I thought it would just be the gladiatorial battle and that's it. There's a lot more, but there's actually a lot more to it than that. But Thor, fights Hulk in gladiatorial battle. Then after a while, he has to team up with his brother Loki, Valkyrie, and Hulk. They're the Re-Avengers. Get it? And then they fight Hela to take back Asgard, or as you think. So that's the plot from trailers, at least. I'm not gonna give you the whole plot because that'd be spoiler. I spoiled Jigsaw, but that was a smaller movie. This is a big movie that made a lot of money, so yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it. But this movie is fantastic. It's everything. Well, it's not the Thor movie I expected, because when everyone thought of Thor Ragnarok, because Ragnarok, fun fact, technically means end of all things in Marvel land. So everyone thought it was going to be a dark, gritty Thor movie. And the logo originally was dark, gritty Thor movie. Then it took a huge 180 and became like this comedic Thor movie with like all these bright colors and this 80s style font with the title and whatnot. I was just like, that's really interesting. And yeah, so this movie's made by a small director, Taika Waititi. It's his name. He's Australian. He made What We Do in the Shadows, so smaller movies. And man, I mean, this was his first time making a superhero movie, and he blew out the park, honestly. And also, fun fact, it was reportedly this movie was 80% improvised. The dialogue was 80% improvised, which I think is quite astounding. I mean, usually improvising happens in a lot of movies, like in Guardians of the Galaxy, like Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon. He improvised a line. You all know what that line is. You've seen the movie, and everyone laughed. It got a great reaction. So yeah, but this movie, like, it's kind of hard to tell what's improvised and whatnot because a lot of it just sounds so natural. You know, it doesn't sound like so scripted and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. Thor. I mean, he was always cool, you know, in the MCU, but in this, I'm a huge Thor fan now. I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be a huge Thor fan once they've seen the movie because he's great. Chris Hemsworth, he is Thor. I mean, he is the ultimate Thor. I mean, really, no one can replace him because at this point he owns the role, like Robert Downey Jr. owns Iron Man. So yeah, I mean, he's just great. And Tom Hiddleston is Loki, great. Kate Blanchett is Hela, great. Carl Urban is in this movie, so that's always a plus. He's good. Mark Ruffalo is Hulk. Hulk is good. They actually made him speak because thing is, we all know that Bruce Banner and Hulk are two separate individuals in one body, apparently. But Bruce has been Hulk for like 2 years. So, who knows what happened in those 2 years? I don't think we'll ever know because we won't get that movie. But, you know, I still find it pretty interesting. And let's see, Tessa Thompson was good as Valkyrie. I mean, everything was good in this movie, honestly. The effects, action, music. Remember in the first trailer, they had the Immigrant song. You know the one if you heard it. And I thought it was just going to be like a trailer song for the sake of being a trailer song. Like, I tried a good comparison. Like, you know how they play, it was the girl on the train where they had like Kanye West, Heartless. That is a trailer song, solely a trailer song. You know that's not gonna play in the movie. But here, the song actually plays. And it's in an awesome action scene too. So it is fantastic. And it doesn't, some people might think, is it gonna tease Infinity War? Well, not exactly, no. It didn't tease Infinity War as everybody thought it would. Everyone thought Guardians would tease it. It didn't. Everyone thought Spider-Man would do it. It didn't. So, maybe Black Panther, but that's only like 3 months away, and I mean, from now, like, till then, it's like 3 months, and then from Black Panther to Infinity War, that's like 3 months, so you don't have a lot of time, Marvel. So, you know, this camera, it's just, Sorry about that. My camera fell over by itself. So that's pretty annoying. Sorry about that. So, Thor Ragnarok, 9 out of 10. Great movie. If you're a Marvel fan, you're going to watch it. Come on now. It's a given. This is the 17th MCU movie. Think about that. We've made it this far. It's been about a decade now, and it's still going strong. But for DC, I mean, Justice League, I don't even know anymore. I'm still gonna watch Justice League, obviously, but I don't know about that. But Thor Ragnarok, MCU, still going strong. So now let's quickly get to Final Destination 3. Probably between 5 and 3. I think I already said 5 was my favorite, maybe. If I said that, then Final Destination 3 is my second favorite. Because it has some really cool deaths. Really awesome deaths. Mainly because, like, in the start, in the little premonition scene, we're on a roller coaster. And personally, I am not the biggest fan of the roller coaster because I don't like all loop-de-loops. Whee! I don't like that because you know, it just doesn't sit well for me. But this movie, you know, everybody's having a good old time, you know, on a roller coaster. And then one of the people, one of stupid people, decided to bring a camera, a big old little camcorder, because this is 2006, so that won't get dated. That won't be dated at all. So, you know, he's filming the whole thing, and then it drops, and then like the roller coaster goes over it, and then I forgot what ripped. I think it may have been it's like a little switch where it keeps like all the seats locked in, but once that goes off, the seats are open. So that's not good. But here's the thing. See, some people like in the real thing, the thing, you know, if you know Final Destination, premonition happens, person gets a vision, they warn everybody, they get off, but the thing still happens. But here everyone's just like, how would it still happen? I mean, couldn't you use the camcorder? You need the camcorder to do it. Well, actually, no. Because the thing was already breaking apart. But what the camcorder did, it sped it up. It sped up the process. Made it go by faster. So, yeah. And in that premonition, people just die. Spectacular deaths. Half of the roller coaster just falls off. A dude just falls right into the thing. It's great. And then the vision happens. She wakes up. She freaks out. She warns everybody. She gets off. All her friends get off. All the important people get off. And then, you know, they're all safe. And then, I swear, this is very annoying. This camera is just not my friend today. So, main character Wendy, she has this vision. And then our, like, second main character, Kevin, you know, like, he tells her about all these past events from the past 2 movies, and first she's just like, I don't believe you. Then she realizes it's true, and so people start dying. I believe the 2 best friends, Ashley and Ashlyn, I believe. Yeah, they're, if you know horror movies, you know, they're dumb, basically. I would say they're like the dumb blonde stereotype, but one of them is not blonde, so they're just dumb teenagers. Let's just leave it at that. They going to get tans. They're going to get tan, so they're like in little tanning beds, and then like Death does his thing, and then they're locked into there, and then they're literally cooked to death. They are literally roasted. It's probably one of the top 5 best deaths in this whole series, because it is brutal. It's not super gory, but it's very painful to watch. That's why it's one of the best. There are more deaths. Wendy and Kevin are like go to this fast food restaurant. They're like locked into a little place. A truck just nobody in the truck just rides down a hill. And then it just crashes through a car, and then the person in front just gets this back of his head from the engine just to the back of his skull, and it's nasty. And then like one of the other characters is like in a gym, and above this little gym equipment there are swords right above it. I'm just like, who would put that there? That's not smart. Honestly, that is really not smart. But he does this thing. He thinks he escaped death because the swords they're like this, and then they don't hit him. Something else does, and then he just goes like this, and then the little things just crush his skull. You don't really see it, because if they did, this movie would probably get back then an X rating, but they didn't go that far. They only saw like a couple, maybe 1 or 2 seconds of it, and that's it. And it's not good. So then Wendy and Kevin go into these the goth kids, let's say Ian and Aaron. They're like at a discount Home Depot, and they're talking about this, and Ian brings up the fact that maybe if one of them kills themselves, then that might break the whole thing. But that doesn't go anywhere. But then Death, in a super, super long way, does his thing, does sequence of events. Thing goes here, thing goes there, thing leads to this. And then, like, the end, a shelf falls, and then, like, a bunch of wood supposed to go down, but misses, because he was actually next in line to die. No, his girlfriend, unfortunately, she just flies right into a nail gun. Nail gun just goes off, just nail. It's awful. It's an awful way to die. So then they go to a little state tricentennial, a little festival basically. And then Kevin, like, he's like doing security, and he makes a really funny line about Ben Franklin, and I can't say it because it's not appropriate, but it's pretty funny. But Death does this thing. Some stupid teenagers, no, by stupid I mean punks, rebellious. They trigger a horse, and that horse just one of Wendy's friends, Julie, she's next in line, and she's like by her neck, she's just flying all over the grass, and she barely survives because Kevin comes to rescue. He's a sword, chops the rope before her head would just get And then one of Wendy's friends just gets a flagpole right in the stomach, and so she's dead. And then Kevin, who thinks he's gonna die because like this little gas thing just blows up in his face, but he survives. Then Ian shows up, being, I guess an antagonist, but we all know Death's the antagonist. And then he's like bragging, just like, I'm not dying, and then a thing like behind him like explodes, like a bunch of fireworks go off behind him, but then that eventually leads to a big old sign falling on him. And even when he's in half, literally in half, he still gives Wendy the finger. That was funny. I found that pretty hilarious. But yeah, they all think it's over. Then a couple months happens. They're on a train. And then coincidentally, all of them are on the same train. And then they all realize something's wrong. Then a rat does a thing. He eats like a little wire. Well, he eats a little tube of something near a wire, and then that goes off, and then the train just derails, and then everyone just dies in spectacular fashion. Julie just gets obliterated by a piece of debris. Kevin just falls through I guess you could say the way it looked like he kind of gets sucked through a window and dies, and the window just flies all over the place, and then a bunch of just carnage everywhere. But she survives, but her leg's badly injured. And even worse, she's on the tracks. And even worse, there's a train wreck coming after her. And then she's screaming, and then right when it hits, she wakes. Well, she sees the vision. I'm just like, what a cop-out ending. But granted, they did the same thing, and I think it was 4. Yeah, I think it was 4. 4 did the same thing, but anywho, she sees it, and then they try to stop the train, but I don't think it's gonna happen. They're all gonna. If you know Final Destination, you should know no one lives through these movies. Not a single character, well, important to the plot, lives through these movies. And so it ends on a bit of a cliffhanger, but you already know they're all gonna die. So that was Final Destination 3. Threads. And it's pretty good. The deaths were really good. A lot of them are well executed. Pun. It's terrible. The acting's actually pretty decent, for this type of movie. Yeah, I mean, everything's pretty solid about Final Destination 3, and I'm going to give it, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. That seems right. A 7 out of 10. If you're a Final Destination fan, you'll probably like it. If you're just a horror fan who just wants to see, something new or interesting, you'll like it. And yeah, it's just another Final Destination movie. And I believe we have one more after this. It's the second one, but that won't come till much later because I've been booked till December. So yeah, so make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. I will see you all next time, and I am out. And